Sharad Bhatt. I represent SOUL. SOUL stands for Society for Organic Farming. What I'll do is just to give you a brief context, and from that context we can move to the slideshow. In interest of time, I would like to restrict my time on the slideshow. So I believe that whatever context which I give should be good enough for you to make an informed opinion about what we exactly do. This journey started long back, though we SOUL as an entity started only a couple of years back. We got launched in October 2021, but then the journey of the founders started almost a decade back. So the journey started when we identified that the current practices, and I think this is a general understanding, that the current practices are not really sustainable in the long run. Now we know that that's true. Now what is the solution? Now we hear lots of these words like organic or natural or regenerative or sustainable. What we realize that what is lacking here is a connecting thread between our past practices, literature, and the wealth of understanding and knowledge which our fathers and grandfathers had. So what we did is that we studied lots of Indian literature on agriculture, and again, just to give you an example, we have around 15 texts specifically on agriculture. You might not know, but then just for the sake of info, we have Krishi Gita, Parashar Samhita, Vrishti Vigyan, Kashyap Rishi Sukti. So starting from Arthashastra by Chanakya was the starting point, and then till 18th century, as late as Dara Shikoh also had a book on agriculture. We studied all of it, identified what are the practices, the native practices across the country specific to that particular geography and soil, documented, understood it, created the digital version of it, then created a community around it, and then around that community we created a business. So these are the steps which we took in last decade or so, and then officially once we realized that the business model is through, then in that case we launched SOUL as to act as a connecting joints around the community, the content, the business, and of course the rest of the understanding of the space. So yeah, I mean, we can quickly run through. So the big problem which are addressing is that if a farmer wants to convert to organic, can he do so in a painless way? At this point of time, and I was having a conversation with one of the guests here, it's not so easy, it's expensive, it's difficult, there isn't much support. So that's why we are addressing this market. Now, if you just look, consider the numbers. 15 crore is the total farming households in India. 3 crore are organic aware, but practically only 45 lakhs practice it. Now this whole gap between 45 lakhs and 3 crore is what we are addressing. I think very few players are there in this segment, and we have been able to establish a market in this particular space in last 3 years or so. Next please. So three aspects or 3 pillars of a solution. One is the education. You need to educate. The whole thought process which goes into this is fundamentally different from the established practices. So the way Ayurveda is fundamentally different from allopathy. That's why that's exactly how the Vriksha Ayurveda or the Indian native practices differ from the Western style practices, and that's why you need an education as a starting point. Then we have a full suite of agri inputs which is being sold through our own branded website, around 100 plus SKUs at this point of time. And then you need to build the services, support, answering questions, the whole set of customer services to really handhold the farmer from day 0 to day 500. Next please. Just to give you a glimpse on the suite of SKUs which we have, all soil conditioners, fertilizers, micronutrition, biocontrol, microbes, all aspects. So whatever you have in your current practices, we have an exact equivalent of that. The benefits on the climate, I would say It has been well understood and well scientifically proven that carbon sequestration and the water savings are absolutely amazing as far as organic slash sustainable farming is concerned. In case of an organic cotton, the savings of water could be as high as 90%, and it is being assumed that one carbon credit is being created every acre of land in every year. So, so those are the kind of environmental or climate impact which we are speaking about. Just to give a glimpse on where we are, we started in October 2021. We have served as of now around 30,000 plus orders. We have till date in last 3 years or so around 12,000 paid farmers on our platform. We are very tech focused, so that means that we have an e-commerce app, an education app, and a package of practices app. The founding team is a mix of agri, tech, and the business guys, and all these team members have been there since day one till now. So a good mix on every aspect. Just now I am back from one of the farmers which is doing organic close to Ludhiana around in 200 acres, and they are practicing our all the formulations, and we were not even aware of it. So lots of such kind of great stories which we come across every single day. So at this point of time, some of the numbers are already told. We are doing a monthly revenue of 50 lakhs. Our gross margins are 55 to 60%. We are not burning cash, and we have been a profitable company from day one. We are working with lots of institutions because this is such a big issue that we alone cannot solve it. So we are incubated at IIM Lucknow, IIT Bhilai, IIT Mandi, lots of institutions in this sector. We are working with foundations like Vadwani, Rain Matter, IKEA, Visa, Well Labs. So lots of these institutions bring in value in terms of the reach and impact. I think I can detail more on that once we have the time, but then lots of ecosystem which we have built around it. We are spread across the country. So the top states are Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Madhya Pradesh. Rajasthan, UP, and Haryana are doing well as well, but we are seeing a very high degree of traction in Bangalore and Hyderabad of late in last couple of months. So since we are digital, so that means that our reach and impact has been felt in all kind of climates, crops, and the farmer types. I think I will just next please. So we are raising funds as of now. We have some commitments, good commitments. We still have some gap, and through that fundraise, we are hoping that in next 12 to 18 months, we are going to hit these milestones. We are going to triple our revenue in next 12 to 18 months. We are going to have another 30,000 orders, and we already see a pipeline. At this point of time, we are only converting 10 to 20% of the farmer who come to us for help because of the capacity constraints. So we are going to increase our capacity on all aspects of the services which we have. The production capacity has already been ramped up. Yeah, so this is the ask. We have almost say 50% of the amount which is committed by good brand names, and yeah, so this is where we are. Yeah, just a snapshot of some of the pictures in we conduct these kind of programs across the country. So Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, Jaipur, NCR, Chandigarh, we do all across. So yeah, so thanks for your time. I'll take questions if you have. Channel, through our education app, through the face contact as well, and then they are the one who come to our website and purchase.
So are they okay being a little tech savvy?
Yes. So contrary to the perception, this is where the game get interesting. So we have 1.25 lakh subscribers on a YouTube. Our average visitors per day on our content is around 10,000. Around 1,000 hours of content is being viewed every single day. Our website traffic is around 2,000 to 2,500 farmers every single day. So this is what we have found. The farmers who work with us are typically of the younger generation, say 30 or 35 range. They are a little better educated, they are more resourceful, and they are more open and progressive, and they understand the bad aspects of the traditional practices. And that's why most of our most successful farmers across the country, you'll find them under 35. So yeah, I mean, just to answer, this came as a surprise to us. This is a question which is being asked to us very, very often. Everything has surprised us once we went digital in 2022.